Hey, it's Jeremiah with Affordable Mobility, and I'm shooting a video today of our 1996 Dodge Ram 1-ton. This is a 5.9 Cummins turbo diesel. It's got the 5-speed transmission in it, and my goal today is just to show you about the truck and so you know everything about it that we possibly know. I own a trucking company. I also own a dealership. We bought this truck when it had about 30,000 miles on it. It currently has 77. So we've put almost 50,000 miles on it. Business has been good. We love this truck. We actually put a new transmission and clutch in it. We have the receipts for those, and we'll be glad to show them to you. We're going to retire this truck. We're going to sell it. We bought a brand new 2018 Chevy Silverado. But we've really loved this truck. It's done great for us. It does not have ELDs, so if you're using this truck commercially, you don't have the government spying on you all the time. That's a great feature to have. This is a brand new tire. It was under warranty. I have my tire gauge in my pocket here. I measured all the tires. This front one here is, got it right here, is 13/32. So it's a brand new tire, real close to it. And the body on this thing's pretty clean. I see a little chip in the paint right there. And what we did is we pulled a 2-car trailer with this. So the GVW on this is 10,000, and with a 2-car trailer, we did not need a CDL. So if you don't have your CDL and you want to go out and you want to pull some cars and you want to make, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 a week, if you get your behind in gear, you do not need a CDL. You go get a 2-car trailer, which are about $10,000 for a brand new one. You can find them used quite a bit more affordable. Over here, we did lose one of these tires when we first started. This one here has 7/32 on it. I've measured, oh, I'm sorry, that one's 9/32. 9/32 on that front one there. But one of the tires blew when we were on the road. It came up here, slapped the fender, did a little bit of damage, a little bit on the bumper there, but I mean, it certainly wasn't major. But I hope you see by the video, I'm trying to show you everything I can show you on the truck. I don't want you showing up, or if we ship it out to you, I don't want there being any surprises. It's got the sleeper on the back. It's an old Dodge bed. Got a little dent right there. We do not allow our drivers to smoke in our vehicles, so this truck's never been smoked in. We added a 33-gallon fuel tank on it, so when both tanks are full, you can get 66 gallons of fuel. So you can get quite a ways. You can drive all day, don't have to stop, get out there and make some money. These rear dually tires, all 4 of them are matching. They're at 3/32, so they're nearing the end of their life. But they're solid, they're evenly worn, and got a brand new spare on the back if you ever need it. So it's a brand new tire. Has a fifth wheel hitch on there, rated to 25,000 pounds. So that should pull just about anything. We've got a little sleeper we put on the back. Got steps up to it. You can either enter through the back. Let me just climb up here and show you. If you're able to squeeze in here. No, it's locked. I lied. Oh, I turned the wrong way. Yeah. If you're able to squeeze in there, it's not a lot of room, you can. You can also enter through the front of the cab. But this truck is turnkey ready. It's got everything you need. It's been DOT inspected. And I want you to see how clean this interior is on here. We put little cheap seat covers on these when we bought it to protect it. These seats look brand new. They don't smell brand new, but I mean, they smell good. We take care of our trucks. We make our drivers take care of our trucks. This dash mat has been on here since day one. It's Velcroed. It's not cut. This dash is not cracked. It's not all beat up. We've got the windows tinted to give the drivers a little bit more privacy. Legally tinted. They're not too dark, but to give the drivers a little privacy, keep them cool. If you're running this for a company, don't have to run the AC as much. Just a real solid truck. I'm going to crawl underneath it as well. This is not some truck. It came from Oklahoma when we bought it, and you can see it's not a bunch of leaks under here. It's not all rusted out. This truck has a clean title. We have the title in hand. This thing's like it's been kept in a time capsule. Like I said, we only pulled 2 cars, so it has pulled a load, but I mean, this truck pulled around 12 to 15,000 pounds most of its life, which is nothing. It's about half of what this thing can pull. When we drove 65 miles an hour, that's another thing. I don't allow my drivers to go over 65, and we track them. So we're doing it for fuel purposes and also so we don't tear our trucks up. At 65 miles an hour, this truck would get between 13 and 14 miles a gallon on the highway. That's while pulling. So these things, I mean, you're getting twice the fuel mileage of those guys that get out there and they romp it at 80. These 5.9s, they'll get you some fuel mileage while they're pulling. So if you drive this right, you can save a lot of money in fuel. And if you want to romp it up at 75, I imagine that fuel mileage is going to drop to about 9 to 10, which is still decent for a big diesel like this pulling some weight. You can see the current miles are 77,932. And it's got the, well, it's actually 3-speed with a granny gear, and got the overdrive in it, so essentially a 5-speed. It's got the fuel cutoff switch down there, so you can actually leave the truck running and pull your key out, you know, while you're doing loads and things like that if you want. Nice feature to have. This truck starts up the first time, every time. It's been a great truck. It does have the airbag light on. That's not something we're going to dive into on a 1996 hauler. If it's something you want to dive into, feel free. We've got the Kenwood, which is satellite radio, can be hooked up to this if you want to get out on the road and get your satellite radio going. You're set up to do so. Headliner in this is extremely clean. Got their fire extinguisher in the back. Like I said, this is turnkey, ready to go make some money. Let's look under the hood. Underneath the hood, 5.9. Best engine ever made, in my opinion. We have kept the oil change in this truck religiously. This thing has been PM'd every time it comes back. We check the brakes. We'll show you. We'll list all our receipts that we have. Like I said, I've already showed underneath. Take it on the highway so you can hear it run. Before we get on the highway, I just like to show everybody, you know, the air conditioner works great on this, so does the heat. Radio works. This isn't some truck you show up and look at and half the things don't work. It's everything on this truck works. Let's take it on the highway. And the last portion of the video, I always like to take the vehicles on a test drive, get them out on the highway. You can see we've got a full tank of fuel. So I'm going to have to set the phone down so I can drive this stick, but I'll let you listen to it run. I'll pick you back up when we get to cruising speed. We got her into the overdrive gear. Cruising down the highway at 62 right now. You can see the steering wheel's not jumping back and forth. And the tires are in balance. I've got the cruise control set at about 60 right now. What I'll do is take the next exit. I'll give the truck a hard brake at the bottom of the exit so you can see there's no brake noise. We'll include in the ad all the receipts that we have for the truck, but like I said, we've kept this baby up. Every time it comes back in, I employ 4 mechanics. We pull the tires off, check the brakes. We check all the fluids. This truck's been very well maintained. And you can see about 60, it runs about 2,000 RPMs. I'll take the next exit here. And I hope you see by this video that we're trying to represent the truck honest and fair as we possibly can. We're not out to hide anything from you. Usually I downshifter braking, but I'm just going to come in neutral so you can hear the brakes alone. Steering wheel and shaking back and forth, like I said, no grinding, no squeaking. By the way, it does have the trailer brake already attached to it, so like I said, this thing's ready to pull. So let me get back on the highway and we'll get back to the office, see if we can pull a few receipts and show you some work we've done to the truck. I'm back for just a minute. On the previous drive with traffic, I couldn't get it up to 70. I've got it about 72 right now. So again, I wanted to show you that it drives smooth, probably about like it did the day it came off the factory line. So let me get back and we'll show you some receipts. We also printed off a picture of the auto check report, which is like a Carfax, that showed 2 owners. This might have been when we bought it. No accidents. Clean title. We might be the 3rd owner. I think we are. But everything checks out on the auto check report. It passed its annual vehicle inspection. So that was back in February, but we had the vehicle inspected. It's been through many DOT inspections as well. That was to have the tranny pulled originally. This was to have the tranny installed, $18.95, and that was back on July 31st of 18. And there was some miscommunication. We wanted a clutch put in there when the tranny was pulled, which it should have been. It wasn't, but we went ahead and had a new clutch put in, and we had the South Bend clutch. This is the heavy duty for hauling, so this is not some cheap clutch we put in there. We put the good stuff in. So we've got lots of tire receipts and oil changes and all that as well. But I wanted to show you these big receipts. Auto check report, the vehicle's passed inspection. So overall, this thing's turnkey ready. You can go buy this truck, buy a trailer for $10,000, and for under $30,000, you can go out and make 6 figures. There's not many opportunities like that. This is a great truck with 500,000 miles left on it if you take care of it. So my name's Jeremiah. Please give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks for checking out our truck.